Wizards, witches and friends, today I want to show you behind the scenes video 2. This time I want to show you more in-depth to everything I'm doing with Five Nights at Bonbons with a new behind the scenes video. So last time when I did a behind the scenes video, I didn't really like it too much. I don't think I explained how everything worked enough. So today we're going to be very orderly and show you everything basically. It's going to be really cool. So as you can see, guys, we are in Unity, which is the 3D game engine. And I say 3D, but this is a 2D game, so it does 2D games, so that's why I'm using it. But it's mainly for 3D games, but I'm using it for a 2D game, and it works well, so I'm very happy about that. And as you can see, there's multiple sections to this like interface. There's the scene view, this amazing little area where I can lay down all my objects. And as you can see, there's the title screen, Five Nights at Bonbons. And yeah, I'll explain more about the scene view later. But the next like little section to this interface is the hierarchy. And now the hierarchy is basically where all the objects are laid. So every object you see in this like screen, including this door, this I don't know, vent, another door, and the main like everything here is basically all listed in this list of all the objects. So there's all the sounds that I have in the game. That's right here. Yeah, all these sounds. I have basically every object you can have. So and the final part, well actually there's two more parts. The next part is the assets, which is basically where all my objects are. As you can see, there's Bonix and Bonbon down there. They're just, you know, parts of the things. And here's all the actual functioning animatronics. And as you can see on the far right, there's Shadow Bonbon. Like, who doesn't want Shadow Bonbon? And Shadow Bonbon is in the game, so you can find him. You have 1 in 100 chance of getting him when flipping a switching a camera screen. Anyway, getting off point here. There's Bonix's head, and that's just how it's gonna look. That's all you ever see in the game, so I didn't bother putting the rest of Bonix on. And then there's Bonnet's head, because, you know, we like decapitating our robots. And then we have Bonnet again and Bonnet again, because, yeah, there's different versions of Bonnet that can attack you. But anyway, ignoring all that, yeah, there's all the assets and everything here. So, in this little section here, and then this far right thing, as I said, is basically where you can interact with it and open scripts. And finally, there's another thing that isn't really Unity, but it's like the programming part where I actually do all the programming. And as you can see here in Microsoft Visual Studio, I have all my code, like literally hundreds of lines of code just stacked here for every animatronic and everything that happens in the game. Like when I first started making this game, I didn't expect I would be using so many lines of code, but apparently I have. So this game's pretty big, and there's a few bugs in it, which I'm gonna get to into another video. But the amount of, like, this one has just 358 lines of code. Like, it's ridiculous how many lines of code. And trying to keep it all intact without making any mistakes is really hard. Like, oh my gosh. But anyway, I'll be getting to that all this video. So that's basically just the simple rundown of everything that we're going to go through. So with the scene view for beginning, the scene is basically where all your objects are laid out. So basically any like sprites or pictures you want, they all go in the scene view. And to access these objects, you can go to the hierarchy where you can like go check out everything. So here I have all the audio sounds, there's all the game sounds, there's all the sounds that Bonix makes, the sounds that Bonnet makes, and the sounds that the red Bonbon makes. Now those are all the sounds, there's a lot of sounds, but those are just some of the things that are in the hierarchy slash scene view. And basically, scene view just holds everything, including the title thingamajig. As you can see, there is Bonbon's face. And then behind, you can kind of see the office. And that's all these pictures and everything are just in the scene view, all laid out in the perfect place or whatever. And you can access them all from here. You can check out the, let's say, all the menu stuff, such as the screen and the fuzz. Basically, you can just move this image around. As you can see, I'm just casually taking this picture around. I don't want it to be in any other place but here. But yeah, basically this is all building the game. If there's nothing in the scene view, well, you can still spawn things in through the scripts and stuff. Basically, the scene view is basically where everything is displayed, which is pretty cool. Now onto the assets. The assets are basically everything that's in the game, all the scripts, all the audio, all the scenes and sprites. So I want to show you the sprites mainly because I've got a few cool things that I've been working on and I want to show you guys. So as you can see here, all of these are the sprites, and Right here is a red bonbon. Here we go. We just got a little picture of red bonbon. He's pretty cool. What else is there? There's all these sprites. And there's actually lots of jump scares as well. So if we go to, I don't know. Here we go. So this is literally, as you can see in the right, we'll make it bigger for you. So this is literally a frame by frame of the red bonbon's jump scare. So I haven't actually shown you this, guys, but this is actually, it took me a while to make this because I had a few things on like the hook and the eye patch, but there you go. There's the entirety of the jump scare in real slow motion because I have to click through each one. But all these sprites are in the assets, and then the computer basically runs it out as an animation, basically. So yeah, there's my red bonbon jump scare. Now I'm going to show you a full version of that. There won't be any sound, but here's just a clip of it. So there you go. And that's basically what it will turn out to be in the actual game when it's complete. But yeah, so I have jump scares for all the animatronics, and then like freaking 20 pictures that make up these jump scares. So it's quite a lot of work. And then I have to fill them out in like, I'll just show you. Here's the Bonix jump scare. All these like little frame thingamajigs are the Bonix jump scare. I've had to load into a script and then run them all onto screen. Now, onto audio sources. So in the assets are also audio sources. There's bop, camera up, change camera. Basically every sound that happens in the game. So it's pretty cool. Like the FNAF nose honk. If you can find that, that'll be pretty good because yeah, it's pretty cool. And then there's Foxy jump scare. Look, yes, let's look at all those I don't know even what this is, but it just shows how loud the thing is. So this is power out when your power runs out. And this is Foxy's jump scare. So, you know, it's pretty drastic. Okay, so those are the audios, the sprites. What else is there? There's all the scripts. Let's just skadoosh that. Here's every script that runs each thing in the game. So there's one for the doors. There's one to control like the nights and everything. There's one for the red bonbon. There's one for the bonnet controller, which is just for bonnet and how bonnet attacks and stuff. And there's the animatronic controller, which is basically for Bonix and all the other animatronics. But yeah, that's practically it. Now I just want to show you some of the code. So let's just say, let's go into the red bonbon controller. Basically every line of code here makes red bonbon and how it works. So all this code and everything is pretty legit, I guess, if you can say that. So, but yeah, there's a lot of code. It's kind of hard to explain every piece of code in nitty detail. So I'll just show you an overview. There's also a red controller, which I haven't actually used, so it's just blank. So I've just left that. I don't know why. But in some of the bigger scripts, like the move script, which is like the camera controller and how all the cameras work, basically there's a lot more lines of code, and like it's just ridiculous. Same as the controller script, which controls which night you're on and everything. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't think there's anything else to show you guys. Showed you the audio, everything that makes up the game. There's a lot. There's a lot. And yeah, so we're just gonna play through the game just once so you can see everything come together. So there's one thing that really annoys me is the resolution. The resolution of this game is a pain because my screen's pretty wide. But for most of you, or I don't know, whatever screen size you have, this game won't really fit on it. And as you can see here in the like testing mode of the game, my play button doesn't even fit in on the screen, which is super annoying. But if we click play, like 3 is nice and centered, so that should be good. But as you can see, like 12 AM is kind of cut off, which is super annoying as well. And it's just some stuff like that. Okay, so bonnet's around. Oh yeah, and a cool thing, just for a little review. Here is the red bonbon in his curtain place. I don't know what to really call it. And we need to find Bonnet. I think Bonnet. So what you have to do with the red bonbon, if you don't already know, you have to close the door. And there we go. We just stopped the red bonbon, and he's back in his cove. And I'll explain more about it later. But yeah, that's just the red bonbon. But and close that and stop Bonix. As you can see, you saw Bonix head right there, and that's why I didn't need the rest of Bonix's body because you only see his head. So, and I'm gonna pause it because I feel like I'm gonna die and I don't want to die, just in case of any spoilers when update 3 of this game comes out. But yeah, there you go. One final thing before I end this video is I've created the new Nightmare Bonbon, who will be a new animatronic. Still haven't really figured out what I'm going to do with the Nightmare Bonbon. I'm thinking of maybe having him like get stopped by flashlights or something. That really connected with me. I really want to do something like that. So maybe he'll be like attacking through the what's it called, cameras and all rooms, and walk through slowly, and then you have to flash him with your light or something. I don't know. I really like that suggestion. Whoever gave me that. But yeah, I'll get to what Nightmare Bonbon does in a later video. But there you go, guys, behind the scenes too. Basically, all the nitty-gritty stuff that is in Five Nights at Bonbons. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave this video a like and subscribe to become wizard with your friend. And I'll see you guys next time. LNO out. Bye-bye.